Growing demands for answers on Capitol Hill over the Jeffrey Epstein investigation after the Trump administration declined to release more case files. Prominent MAGA supporters have expressed outrage over the move, and President Trump has been standing by his Attorney General Pam Bondi, who made the decision today, saying that this is in response to a question from our Catherine Folders.
We've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. Yeah.
Okay, so you heard that. But in the meantime here, at least 2 Republican senators are signaling they would support calling Epstein's convicted accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, to testify before Congress. So ABC News correspondent Jay O'Brien is tracking all of this for us on the Hill. First of all, Jay, what are you hearing from rank-and-file GOP lawmakers? What are they saying about the case and the possibility of a Maxwell testimony?
Well, look, there's no formal plans right now in the works to have Ghislaine Maxwell testify before Congress, but Josh Hawley just today became the second Republican. The other is Mike Lee to signal he would support calling Ghislaine Maxwell up here to Capitol Hill to testify in public about her dealings with Jeffrey Epstein. Again, as you say, she's his convicted accomplice. Here's a little bit more of what Hawley said earlier.
100%. Yeah, she's willing to testify. I mean, we got to call her in the Judiciary Committee, put her under oath, and have her testify. I did.
Now, look, here's the thing. There are other Republican senators who have made it clear that they also have unanswered questions here, Kana, and they lay most of the blame for their unanswered questions at the feet of Attorney General Pam Bondi. They don't necessarily blame the president for that, but they do blame some of these Republicans that I've talked to up here, the Attorney General, for not being clear, they say, with the American people.
Right, pointing their finger right at her. What about other Republican leaders on the Hill? What are you hearing from them?
Well, look, typically what we've heard from Republican leaders up to a certain point today has been saying they support Attorney General Pam Bondi. Just most recently, House Speaker Mike Johnson came out and became the highest-ranking Republican up here on the Hill to say that Pam Bondi does have questions that she still should answer for the American people, and she should explain more aspects of this case because there are Americans with questions. Johnson just coming out and saying that not long ago on a podcast that he taped up here on Capitol Hill. But other Republican leaders have been tight-lipped. I want to play you a little bit of what Jim Jordan told me earlier today when I asked him, does he personally have questions about this Epstein case? Remember, Jim Jordan is the chair of the powerful House Judiciary Committee that would have the purview of investigating this Epstein matter. Here's a little bit of what he said.
Do you personally have questions about the Epstein case?
I have total confidence in President Trump and his team, and I got to get to a deposition that I'm late for.
But do you still have personal questions about the Epstein case? There's nothing that doesn't confuse you?
How many times I can say it? I got total confidence in President Trump.
Time after time, we heard that from Jim Jordan. We heard that from some other high-profile Republicans here, Kana. But they are under serious pressure from some of the hardliners in their party to dig deeper into this and from the MAGA base to take this issue seriously. All of that to say President Trump is taking the exact opposite tune. His message to Hill Republicans at this hour has really been to move on from this Epstein case.
It certainly has. All right, Jay O'Brien, our thanks to you.